Hey Shelby Bells, it's Shelby. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in for another video. In today's video, you guys, we have to talk about Jeffree Star and Jeffree Star Cosmetics because, okay, you guys remember the Blood Money palette? That was like the green color story palette that Jeffree came out with. It was a while back. Well, this has been swept under the rug for a while, but it looks like that palette has been like cutting into people and like the packaging has been like injuring people a little bit. People are like messaging Jeffree Star Cosmetics, they can get their money back, whatever. And I don't know, it's become like a big thing. One of you guys sent me some tea and I thought we should talk about it. So if you're interested in hearing more about that drama, make sure that you keep on watching. Okay guys, before we get into that drama, if you're new here, my name is Shelby. I'm the crazy cat lady of the drama community. I'm always here with Mr. and Miss Kitty, isn't that right, miss? And we just kind of cover all the drama in the YouTube world, in the TikTok world, all of that. So if you're interested in all of that drama, make sure that you subscribe to my channel down below. And don't forget that all Shelby Bells ring the bell. Okay, let's get into the drama. So you guys, one of you guys sent me this tea. So Brian, thank you for sending me the tea. He doesn't want me to share his screen name out there. That's totally respectful. Like, you're respectable. I understand that. But he did say I could say his name. His name is Brian. And Brian purchased the Blood Money palette a while ago, probably near the time it came out. I don't really exactly know, quite sure when, but he's had it for a while. And he said that basically the Blood Money palette, part of the packaging ended up kind of like coming off the package and like getting embedded in his finger, and it like caused a huge bloody mess, like crazy. Anyway, I'm going to show you some pictures of it, and I'm going to read you the DM that he sent me. He told me I could share it with you guys, and also the exchange between him and Jeffree Star Cosmetics. Hoping you can help. Jeffree Star palette left me and many others injured. I was basically told to F off by their customer service. Sending receipts now. Let me know if you want to see the bloody pictures. Just don't want to send those without your permission. And this is the email that he sent to Jeffree Star Cosmetics customer service. It says, while placing the Blood Money palette back in my storage container, I felt a sharp pain and started bleeding profusely. I had no idea what happened. The sharp pain continued and I realized there was something deep inside my thumb. I had to use tweezers to go into the wound and fished out a piece of what I thought to be a blade or metal of some sort. I looked at my Blood Money palette and realized part of the M was missing. That was what I had just fished out of the bleeding wound on my thumb. I bled all over my carpet, staining it. I find it highly negligent and irresponsible that you sold me a product that so easily caused injury simply by holding it. I don't know what you want me to do with this, but I expect some sort of compensation or something. I received a personal injury due to the negligence of your company, and that must be made right. So then Jeffree Star Cosmetics responded to him asking for the order number, which Brian provided, and then they replied with this. Hey Brian, we are so sorry to hear about the current condition of your product and we wish we could do more to assist you. But given the amount of time that has passed since the date of delivery, we are unable to process refunds or replacements regarding your claim. Let us know if you have any other questions or concerns. Thank you for the support and shopping with Jeffree Star Cosmetics. So you might just be thinking to yourself, okay, this one person was injured by the packaging on this. It happens. Sometimes parts come loose. Not every single thing is going to be made to last, to stand the test of time. Like stuff happens, right? Stuff happens. Well, the thing is, there's also a lot of tweets on there on the internet that Brian is not the only person that suffered through this. A couple other people have gone, not even a couple, a few other people have gone through the same thing, and they've also been reaching out to Jeffree Star Cosmetics on Twitter. I'm gonna put those images up here for you to see. Now, if those are the people reaching out on Twitter, how many other people do we think that have been messaging Jeffree Star Cosmetics that haven't posted on social media, have been affected by this, that haven't posted anything about it? Like, it feels like to me, like this isn't just a handful of people, like this probably is a big number of people. And okay, my thoughts on this whole situation. So here's the thing. I understand, okay, Jeffree Star Cosmetic packaging is normally pretty intricate. I mean, when you think about like the stuff that he's come out with, I'm just gonna hold up the Pricked palette because I have it right here, but this is kind of an example of how like intricate his packaging can be. I mean, this is like a freaking purse, you know? It has a metal clasp here, and it's like leather on the outside, and it's very like detailed and intricate and stuff like that. The Blood Money one had like a metal on it, and like this like faux leather stuff on it, and the packaging, I think. The Blood Money palette's actually one of the only Jeffree Star palettes I don't own. I don't own the Banana Fetish one, and I don't own the Blood Money palette. I think I have all, and the Blue Blood. I don't own that one either, but I own basically every other Jeffree Star palette. Anyway, that one, if I remember correctly, was like kind of like faux leather material, and then the writing was like of a metal or whatever, like the logo was like metal or whatever, and it seems like the M on Blood Money, on the money part, is the part that's kind of like the little like V or whatever, like in the M, like the little thing, that's coming off, and that's getting embedded in people's hands and cutting them up and stuff. And it's almost like, okay, so on one hand, you have this product caused me to bleed, I need a refund, I need all that. And mind you, this palette came out a while ago, okay? The person who gets injured, they're like, this isn't right, I got hurt, y'all need to do something about this, I got injured, da da da. On the brand side of it, they're like, hey, you've had this product for a while, we don't know how you've handled the package, we don't know how you've, you know, used it or whatever. Like, depending on how something has been held and cared for and stuff, if it's thrown around all the time and like, you know, whatever, it's very possible that something could happen to where the writing and like the logo and stuff could start to peel up, you know, if maybe it's in a very humid climate for a long time, and like maybe the adhesive starts to come off, or, you know, maybe it just gets jostled around a lot, or maybe it was wedged in something and something started like sticking into the M and it caused it to lift up. We just don't, as a brand, you don't know how the product is handled after it leaves your warehouse. So for Jeffree Star Cosmetics to respond to Brian and say, hey, I'm sorry, like, too much time has passed since this order has been fulfilled, so I'm sorry we can't issue a refund. I kind of understand where the brand is coming from in that aspect. I really do. And this is not to hate on Brian or anything like that. It really isn't. Now, where I am on Brian's side about this is I just kind of feel like, because we've had Brian's situation with Jeffree Star Cosmetics, and then we also have all of these other people reaching out to Jeffree Star Cosmetics on Twitter over like a extended period of time since the palette came out, I feel like this is probably not just a handful of people. The thing you have to think about it is, like, for every, like, this isn't a real statistic, but like there is a statistic out there, I'm sure, for every like 20 people this happens to, only one is going to reach out and say something about it. And who knows the number ratio for what that is, but it's just hard to believe it's only that handful of people, that it probably happened to a lot more people. So if it's happening to a lot more people, that makes me kind of like think a little bit like, hey, so what's going on with the brand? Why didn't we do more thorough testing to make sure this packaging was secure, was safe, and good to go? Now, when you're talking about makeup packaging, you're not necessarily thinking about safety all the time. I mean, I guess in regards to like small parts for children and stuff, but I just feel like it should have gone through more quality checks to make sure that everything was good, right? Because it seems like it's been happening to a few people, and if that metal part was consistently coming up in like, you know, quality checks or whatever, then maybe nix the metal, maybe just make it like an imprinted logo like the Pricked palette is, or something like that. Now, I know Jeffree has a vision for all of his stuff, and he likes his stuff to look a certain way, so maybe that he just really wanted the metal. Who knows? I don't know. Who knows, girl? But it seems like there needed to be some stronger quality control checks as far as the packaging goes with the release of this product. And if they did that, then maybe there wouldn't have been these issues. So it's just, at the end of the day, it's never fun to get like injured by a makeup product. Like, it's kind of like not very common for it to happen, and it doesn't sound fun for it to happen. I mean, he sent me some of the pictures. It's not fun. Like this, it's a piece of metal shard that is sharp because it's in the shape of a V, or like a little triangle that like kind of pops out from the M. You guys know what an M looks like, right? So yeah, so it's like that, for that little piece of metal shard, sharp metal shard, to come off and get stuck in your finger when you just like reach for your palette, and then that comes off in your finger. Oh my god, ow, hello. Must be not fun at all to deal with. And so I really empathize with the people going through that, because having injuries to your hands is like a big, like, ugh, it sucks. I actually cut my hands all the time because I'm a server. I wait tables. I work at a champagne and wine fueled restaurant in Houston. These are my little champagne and wine earrings. I love them so much. And my champagne por favor shirt. I'm really into wine and champagne. If you guys can't tell or didn't know, I cut my fingers on the foil of the champagne all the time, or the foil of the wine all the time, and it really isn't fun. It's like the worst thing ever when it happens, especially when you're at a table opening a bottle and you cut your hand and you're just like, oh, trying to hide it. It's like the worst. And then after that, you just have this cut on your hand, and it's like hard to like do everything. And then if you touch a lemon, God forbid you touch a lemon or a lime, because you're gonna be stung, and it's just a pain, right? To have an injury to one of the things that you use the most in the world is your hands. So I feel for these people, and it's just inconvenient and painful to go through, and you don't expect it to happen when you're picking up an eyeshadow palette. It's like you're not thinking about risking cutting yourself on that. You're just not thinking about that. So I can understand why these people are frustrated and want their money back, but I also understand the brand's point of view, where it's like, hey, I'm so sorry, it's been quite a while since you've purchased this product, and just because from a company standpoint, we don't know what happens to this product after it leaves the warehouse and gets to you, after it's been delivered to you. We have a little time frame where we're willing to do something about it, but this product's been out for over a year. I just can't replace it or give you a refund on it. I'm so sorry it happened. But the email wasn't really apologetic for the injury. It was just kind of like, hey, your order has been fulfilled for a long time, so I can't do anything. So I do think that customer service could have handled it a little bit better. And I also think that Jeffree Star Cosmetics could have done a little bit better on the end, where they actually just did a little bit better of a quality control thing on their products. However, this is kind of, actually, you know what? I was gonna say this is the first time I've ever heard of a packaging issue with Jeffree Star Cosmetics, but it's not. This was back in the day, before I was even a drama channel, when I was still doing makeup reviews and stuff, I was a part of this little group of girls on Facebook. We had a little group chat going, and we would just talk about like YouTube, and they were all beauty YouTubers as well. And this one girl got one of the lipstick, like the big thing with all the lipsticks in it, right, that he came out with, and she said she opened that and there was like bugs in it. And so it's not the first time I've heard about a Jeffree Star packaging issue happening, but this is the first time I've heard of one injuring somebody, and it seems to have been kind of a common issue, especially if you factor in that the people who spoke up about it are probably the vast majority of the people that experienced it. I mean, if you just think statistically, right? So I don't know. What do you guys think about that drama? Do you think that they should have refunded Brian his money and all these other people affected by it? Do you think that Jeffree Star should say something about it? Do you think he should have addressed it back then? What do you guys think about that? Let me know in the comment section down below what you think about all of this Jeffree Star Cosmetics, blood money, this drama. Let me know what you think about it in the comment section down below. I'd love to hear from you. And that's going to be it for today's video, you guys. If you did enjoy it, make sure you give me a big thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel down below. Don't forget to ring the bell so you're notified of all my future videos when they do post. Remember, all Shelby bells ring the bell. And yeah, if you enjoyed today's video, YouTube should be suggesting a couple more down here for you to choose from. So I'd love it if you did that. And aside from that, I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.